Grand Rising, everybody. It is your girl Phoenix Set here. I am the owner of Divine Ascension with Isis. I am a tarot reader, a spiritual consultant, a guided meditation facilitator, as well as the director of a very powerful nonprofit here in Charlotte, North Carolina, by the name of Kika's House. Now, before we get started on the collective message, again, please keep in mind that this is a collective message. So there's going to be something in here for every single soul that crosses path with this reading, Ashe. Whether it be if I'm popping up on your For You page, if you guys have never seen me on YouTube before and now you're starting to see me, make it a conscious decision to tap in, right, to see what spirit has to say for you. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Before we get started, my babies, I'm just going to light us some red dragon blood sage. Okay, this is not only going to protect my energy, but it's also going to ground you and protect your energy as well. Even though this is a virtual collective message, we are still exchanging energies. Therefore, we all need to make sure that we are protected during this space and time, right? After I get this red dragon blood lit. Okay, let's light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up. Okay, so give some to myself, and then here we go. Give some to you. There you go, there you go. I love the name Elma Eagle Bull. Sound like one of my shamanic sisters. How you doing, girl? How you doing? Alrighty. Now, my loves, we're going to take 3 cleansing deep breaths. This is not only going to ground our energy, but it's also going to open us up to each other so that I can receive those divine messages from your angels, from your ancestors, your spirit guides. Ashe. So let's go ahead. We're going to take one big inhale through the nose. We'll hold for 4, and then we will release. Ashe. So let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Really releasing from the diaphragm there. Good job. Good jobs, my babies. Now let's go ahead and open up space before we get started. I keep saying before we get started, but y'all know it's a process. Ashe, before we get started, let's all take a moment to call in our angels, our ancestors, our spirit guides. Ashe, you guys can do that out loud or you guys can do that in your head. Ashe. So before we get started, I would like to thank each and every last one of my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides, all of the benevolent beings that walk this earth, walk this path before me, to all of my family members who opened the door to this path for me, who showed me, who taught me, those whose feet I've sat and I watched them do tarot, watched them do sacred rituals. I give thanks for each and every last one of you ladies. I give thanks to Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael. I give thanks to Sekhmet, Oshun, Isis. I give thanks to every last one of my ancestors, those known and unknown, those that created me, for without you there would not be a me. I give thanks for your resilience. I give thanks for your protection, your grace, your kindness, and your wisdom. I give thanks, Ashe, to the Most High Mother and Father that governs all and everything, every living, breathing thing. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I give thanks to my animal totems as well. Ashe. Now let's go ahead and get started. We'll get started with the channel messages, then we'll go into the collective spread. Now, what I truly love, Royal Risings, baby, what I truly love is, y'all know, nothing happens by coincidence, nothing happens by chance. And as I was sitting here doing the channel messages, right, I was writing and then I pulled a couple cards out, right? And the first 2 cards that came out was Temperance and Rebel. And first and foremost, let me tell y'all. I thought it was so sacred. I thought it was so beautiful because y'all know I be seeing cards in my third eye. You guys, for a lot of you guys have seen me do readings before. And y'all know if I see it in my third eye, most likely it comes out in the spread. Not most likely, I need to hype myself up. But it always comes out in the spread, right? And so we'll get into it. I'll read you guys the channel messages, then we'll start pulling the cards for you guys, okay? Keep in mind that this is a collective message. There is no time frame on these messages already. You guys will see these messages when you are meant to see them. Of course, not on TikTok. If y'all seeing it, y'all here for it. Y'all will never see it again unless y'all go on YouTube, right? But for the ones that are on YouTube, know that this message will come across your screen whenever it is meant for you. Ashe, please also keep in mind that there is no feminine and there's no gender in tarot. Okay, there's only masculine energy and feminine energy that dwells in us all, right? That masculine energy being that more intellectual side, being the more protective side, right? And then the feminine energy being the more nurturing side, the intuitive side, right? The creative side. Ashe. So keep that in mind. Please also keep in mind that my babies, again, this is a collective message. If you guys want something that is more for you, right? You want, whether it be love, whether it be, an ancestral union type of reading, whether it be a general reading, a financial reading, right? An ancestral reading, any of those readings, then you guys can check out my website, Divine Ascension with Isis Square site. I do have plenty of reviews on there as well for you guys, but y'all tap in if you want to tap in. I also do ritual work, candle work. I also carry protective amulets. I create spiritual baths and everything that you need to keep that aura, keep that energy right. So tap in again. It is Divine Ascension with Isis Square site. And I do accept Afterpay for those of you guys who may not have the whole 8866, whatever the reading is, okay? So let's tap in. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay, be easy on yourself as you grow through this transformation. Okay, creating your reality takes patience and adjustments or recalibration, if you will. Right, a lot of you guys are in that recalibrating stage where, well, let's keep going. Okay, so it takes time, right? Not only do you need to recalibrate, right? You need to recalibrate, right? Because at one point in time, you could have been operating from the lower chakras, right? From the lower energies. We all go through the dark night of the soul. We all go through that period, right? So at one point in time, you were operating from um a survival instinct, right? This was all you know. This was all you knew, right? And now we are operating again. You guys are in alignment with your higher self, right? With that will, body, mind alignment there, okay? And so with that, it comes recalibration, right? You got to get right. You got to figure yourself out. You have to learn yourself all over again through that recalibration process, right? So, and it says the conscious universe does too, right? Remember, as we are creating our reality, right? As we are shifting and adjusting, the conscious universe is shifting and adjusting as well, right? Opening those doors for us, creating that path so that we can, walk it. Ashe. Hello, how are you, Kanisha? Right? But not only that, right? It has to bring the people in. Now we got to recalibrate people. We got to recalibrate your soul tribe. We have to let everybody know that you're ready to walk this path. That's what the universe is saying, right? And so they said temperance, have patience, temperance, right? Have patience, my loves, okay? Have patience, have faith, and stand in good faith, right? You have exited the matrix. You guys are off of this hamster wheel. You guys are the rebel soul. And look, the rebel soul, right? But the soul who is here to tear down these constructs, right? The soul that is here to shift an entire paradigm to really tear down the paradigm and create a new, right? You are again operating from a higher consciousness now. Okay. They say many people and events will try to knock you off course. Okay. It's what they do, it's their purpose, right? But stay true to you, right? Know your heart, Ashe. Know what you are sacrificing for. Remember the why, okay? Always remember your why. Write down your whys, okay? But it says the good life. It feels like man, it feels like okay, but the good life, right? Whatever you envision the good life being, that is what's coming for you. That is what you are aligning with right now. Okay, again, you're aligning with it right now, and the sacral chakra is very significant as well, right? That sexual energy is being transmuted into creative energy, and I'm hearing tantric, right? The tantric arts could be very, very significant. Very, it will make some adjustments in your life. Some of you guys may truly need to tap into the tantric arts, right? Because Kodesh is coming out right now. Yes, and she governs over that sacred sexual wisdom here. Okay. So let's go ahead and tap in. Again, we have the Rebel, we have the Temperance card as our first two cards out. And again, I told you guys have breaking free from constructs. You guys have breaking free from old mindsets, old habits, old beliefs, right? And those old habits, old mindsets that were keeping you hindered, keeping you down. And for a lot of you guys, you're the rebel in your family. You've always been, right? Is not the black sheep, okay? The rebel is the wolf that's coming in here today and going, yeah, we come to break the chains, right? We're coming to break the chains, and we're not going to be quiet about it, right? We're very much so in your face about it, okay? But you guys are evolving. You guys have evolved. And that's why Spirit is telling you to be very patient with yourself. Be very patient as the conscious universe bends, right, to your will, okay? Because that's exactly what it is doing right now for you guys, right? It's telling you to rest, to restore. I just seen 12:24 on the time clock, okay? Make sure that you guys are resting. Make sure that you guys are getting the proper amounts of sleep. Make sure that you guys are just, if your spirit is calling for rest, make sure that you rest because there is a reason why that is, okay? You guys are about to be battling so many demons, okay? And when we say that, we're talking about the people that's coming trying to knock you off course, right? The things that look good, the shining things that may look good, but it's truly not good for you, right? Spirit is telling you to stay the path, okay? To stay your course. Ashe. To take your spiritual bath, okay? But to rest because there's something big that's going to happen, okay? And maybe some of you guys need to pull back and rest so you guys can go into that self mastery mode, right? So that you guys can work on your skills, work on your attributes, work on self, right? Because the Eight of Pentacles is skill mastery, but not just skill mastery. Again, she governs over that self mastery as well. So, again, if Spirit is calling you to rest, okay, make sure that you rest, especially under that waning moon, okay? Make sure that we are getting our rest up into this new moon here, okay? But I'm telling you guys are on the way. You guys are on your path. Ten of Cups energy, right? That happiness, that success, that good life that a lot of you guys that heal, we all want, okay? Because it's not a lot of us, it's all of us. We all want happiness, peace, success, joy, right? Good times with good friends, okay? Cats and honeybees are very, very significant. I'm getting hearing like Oshun as the honeybee, right? And the cat could definitely be Sekhmet. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Right? So some of you guys could work with Sekhmet and Oshun. Okay, and maybe you don't, and they're just calling out to you because they're ready to work with you now, right? A lot of people think you can just work with deities because, I can just work with her because I like her. No, they have to be willing to work with you. Hey, Clarissa girl. Okay. segment very significant. We got We Are the World out here, okay? And I feel like, yeah, that's you and spirit coming together, Shay, to create that new universe. We just had some cards fly out as well, okay? But also working, finding your soul tribe and working in conundrum with your soul tribe. No more competitive energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's how, and I just gotta say it, y'all. But that's how you know the true healers from the ones that's just doing it from an ego based perspective. Because the true healers, right? The true the true paradigm deconstructs, if you will, right? We're going to work together. We're here to work together. We're here to uplift each other, right? Hey, sis, you do guided meditations. Guess what? I do yoga. Let's do an event together. Hey, you do readings. Well, I do this type of reading. Hey, let's come together and let's build something. Hey, let's heal our community. Hey, sis, especially to my root workers and things like that. Hey, sis, guess what? I tried this way. My family, we only did it this way. And I tried this way on a client, but that way didn't really work out. So, tell me about something your family did. Tell me a ritual that you may have that I can do on this client that's going to get her right, right? That is what true unison is. That's what true healers do. That's what true community is, right? Like when you guys were raised up, when we were raised up, it took a village, right? And everybody could whoop that ass, right? Anybody could get you in line, whether it be auntie, your cousin down the street, your mama called him, even hell, for some of us, even our teachers, right? And I know some people hear that now and they be like, yo, teacher, yes, 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 yes. I know. I told y'all, I know I look young. No, I just look this good, baby, because this energy this good. But anyways, but coming together, working together, that is what we need to do here. And then the cards that came out was compromise. Right? These were the cards that fell on the floor. Y'all know cards that fall on the floor, energy times 10. Okay, so we got compromise out here. But it's not giving like compromising with other people. It's more so giving making compromises with your lower and higher self working together to compromise for your greatest and highest good. Then we got adventure out here and we have beyond illusion, right? So I'm telling you guys are the rebels, right? And you guys have opened yourselves up to this whole new reality here, right? Whereas the maybe one point in time you were seeing black and white and now you're seeing everything for what it is, okay? You have took off the rose colored glasses and you're here to live life, right? And because you've tapped into who you are and what you are meant to do, this is why you have all of this adventure coming for you. It's like life, again, life is opening up for you. Life is about to show you just how colorful, just how good it can truly get for you, right? And a lot of you guys, y'all need to tap into the conscious universe, right? You guys need to do more Akashic record meditations so you guys can see. And some of you guys, y'all need to tap in and allow spirit. Okay, it's something, right? Because when we tap in, right, when you're tapping in, when you're meditating with your guides and things like that, and you're asking for clarification, it is given, and this will help you to have a little more patience along your journey, right? And again, we're hearing the recalibration here, right? So some of you guys need to acknowledge that, hey, maybe I just found out what my purpose is, right? For some of you guys, y'all ain't just found it out, but you really just start leaning all way into it. Does it make sense? Don't let ego be like, oh no, bitch, I been knew my purpose, okay? You just started really walking like it, right? Like you finally put the baggage down, right? Bag lady. You finally put um those intrusive thoughts to the side, right? You finally stop saying hey, or you finally stop saying yeah, I don't care. You finally started to say, thank you, Spirit. I don't care about what other people has to think, right? I don't care if I'm going to do it anyway. That type of attitude. You just may have just started to, incorporate that, okay? But you guys just started doing something, okay? And because of that, like, yeah, things are about to take off big time for you. Okay, big time. Beyond Illusion, give me more about this Beyond Illusion card. Okay, they're telling me to pick up another deck here, but we do have the Two of Swords in reverse, right? Again, so tapping into that meditative state as well is also going to help you to become clear, right? Again, look, the blindfolds are coming off, okay? The restraints are coming off. Oh, thank you so much, love. I'm sure you are very pretty as well, right? Oh, thank you, Stacy. Hi. Happy day. Happy day. But listen, guys, like your decision making is becoming a lot more clearer, and it's because you guys are making decisions from that higher perspective, Ashe. And I love that for you guys, okay? Yeah. The burden, okay? Yeah, put them burdens down. Okay, remember we were asking about clarification for the Beyond Illusion card, right? And that burden card came out. There's a chicken on his head. Some of you guys need to cleanse, right? Like I don't know if you guys are hoodoo practitioners. I don't know if you guys practice EFI. I don't care. I love everything over here. I'm a hoodoo baby, okay? But chickens was placed in the backyard because chickens were known to scratch up. Like, yeah, we was in eating the chickens too, right? Thank you, beautiful. But chickens were placed in the backyard because they would scratch up, you know, the evil doings and things like that. That black magic, that negative magic and things like that. Thank you. It's the hair for me. Okay. But so yeah, some of you guys are still carrying residue, right? Because it's not like you have like this huge, people ain't doing what they used to do back in the day, okay? So, whatever it is, it's very light work, very slight work, very baby magic. Can you see me? Oh, you want me to sing you happy birthday? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We got somebody want me to sing them happy birthday real quick. Y'all ready? Happy birthday to you, to you. Happy birthday to you, to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you, to you. One more trip around the sun, baby, and plenty more to come. Plenty more to come. I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you everlasting wisdom. I wish you the faith, the courage, the muster, Ashe, to always follow your dreams, always go after what you want. And I pray that I know that you will get it as long as you live by that, Ashe. I can do anything. Hey, 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 hey. I'm going to tell y'all more. I got y'all. I got y'all. So, yeah. So, it's not heavy. Whatever it is that got you like, okay, like some days you like, yeah, let's get it. And some days you're just like, I don't know. Right? But so spirit is telling you to cleanse that off. Oh, I'm a really good dancer and a really good singer. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But spirit is telling you cleanse that off, right? So y'all know I don't have spiritual baths on the website right now, right? But get you some Himalayan salt, some pink Himalayan salt, some bay leaf. I say a little bit of Kanaga water. Okay, just a little bit, not a lot. Okay, just a little bit. Alrighty, but bay leaf, parsley, a little bit of hyssop. That's all you need. A little bit of hyssop, just a little bit of hyssop, not that much. Alrighty, you gonna boil that pot, right? You gonna boil it. Counterclockwise. Okay, stir counterclockwise. Okay, to remove ashe because we are cleansing. Okay, cleansing that big old thing. You are beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. Right, but you're removing. So counterclockwise here. Okay, you can speak your Psalms 23. Okay, and I don't know where y'all be getting this. Hoodoo babies don't believe in the Bible. No, baby, the Bible is our magic. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Stop listening, and I'm gonna tell y'all this all the time. Stop listening to these new age hoodoo babies. They are watering this shit down. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. And I'm always tell y'all, when I was younger, one thing my auntie used to do is she would sit me at my altar, right? And she'll lay out all the oils, all the herbs, everything out in front of me, right? And I would be like, well, what you want me to do? Like, especially like when I was learning rituals before they put me into the botanical, I'd be like, well, what you want me to do? I don't know what to do. I got all this shit out in front of me. You get what I'm saying? What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? And she would just tell me, listen, it's 6:14 for you in the USA. Ashe. Alrighty, beautiful. Come back to the message, right? If you feel moved. If not, hey, then what you heard was for you, okay? And you keep it at that, all right? But she would say, just listen. Just listen. Spirit will move you. Spirit will tell you what to use. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, some of my most powerful rituals, right? I remember this one ritual I got this lady married, right? Her and her man, they was already together. I don't do none of that. Oh, I want this man, so put us together. No, I don't do that shit. Y'all keep that shit. Mm-mm. Okay? But say if you're already in a happy, thriving relationship, baby, you just want to make it better. I'm your girl. Okay? You trying to get tied down? I'm your girl. Okay? But I don't do none of y'all. I work in alignment with hoodoo, right? I follow the rules. I say a lot of people like to say there are no rules in hoodoo. That's how you know they ain't no real hoodoo, baby. They doing shit for ego and from ego. Okay. Period. I don't care how old they look. I'm telling y'all, because y'all got some of these older women on here too, and they put on all white, and then they get on here and they say a little something, something, and y'all think they know a little something, something, but baby, really, they don't know shit. They learning just like y'all learning. You get what I'm saying? So, anyways, help me with that. I can help you with that, baby. Check out the website. You can inbox me too. But so cleanse your energy again. But I was saying some of the most simplest rituals, well, I won't say simplest rituals, but some of the most powerful rituals that I have done that have gotten me like the best fucking results were rituals that I don't have in my grimoire, okay? But they are rituals, right? Where I just sat and I said, Spirit, guide me, right? Guide me. Show me what you want me to do. Show me how you want me to use this oil. Show me what you want me to use, right? And that was that. And I remember the first day when I wrote her petition, that's all I had did. I had only written the petition and got my supplies together, and of course I was locked into her energy, so I was already, thinking about the results and things like that. But y'all know when hoodoo and ritual work, we don't rush things, right? Grand rising, beautiful. Okay, and so I had only did that, and she had written me back, and she was like, "Girl, I don't know what you over there doing, but this man has not let up off of me since." And I'm like, and I told her, I said, girl, I ain't did nothing yet. All I did was write the petition and get my stuff together. Right? But baby, that ritual, it took me 3 or 4 days. I think I finished up on day 4. And I went and I took the fruit out and put it in the woods. And I didn't even do it myself. I had my partner at the time go do it because I didn't want to know where it was at, right? Because especially when it comes to certain rituals and things like that, you don't want to have it on your mind, right? And so if you throw it somewhere that you walk past every day you're gonna be like, I wonder. And even if it's not I wonder how that ritual is going, like you're sending energy. And so no, you want to do it and forget about it, right? And a lot of people, that be their thing, especially when it comes to doing like rituals for themselves, right? It's always on their mind. They're always thinking about it. They're always like, okay, when are the results going to come? When are they going to come? And so when it comes to that, that kind of slows it down, right? It slows it down, and it adds that not confusing energy, right? But if you are doubtful in your work, in your magic, in any type of way, right? The doubt is going to come through. It's going to shine through in that ritual work. Whether it just, again, slowing down and not coming, not happening exactly when you want it to happen, or hell, sometimes it won't happen at the fuck all, right? And sometimes y'all need to understand that, especially when it comes to like powerful life changing rituals, right? depending on who's doing the work, depending on what they're doing, sometimes it can take up to a year or two to actually manifest, right? Like, yeah, you'll start to see little changes here and there, right? But for it to actually manifest, and again, we're talking about life changing fucking rituals, right? So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But yeah, take your spiritual baths, my baby. Okay, again, the Psalms 23, saying your incantations and speaking from the heart, right? Don't get on fucking chat GPT and be like, tell me what to say. No, speak from your heart, okay? You speak it to your family members. You speak it to your tribe. Ashe, you talking to your ancestors, okay? They don't want to hear none of that. I am so happy and grateful for it. Because they know, bitch, you're lying. Okay? They know it's some shit on your heart you want to get off. Okay? So speak from your heart. Ashe, speak that real shit. Okay? I'm telling y'all, sometimes I just come to the altar and be like, answer, look, thank you, baby. Thank you for holding shit down. You know, thank you for protecting me, bitch. You get what I'm saying? Like, and just like that, yes, I curse and everything at my altar, okay? My grandma's some cussing ass ladies. Okay, you think they give a damn about me cussing, saying a cuss word or two? No, they don't. Okay, they like, yeah, boo, do you? Okay, but speak to your ancestors like you would if they was here. Okay, auntie, grandma, look. Okay, cry a little bit. Okay, put hell if you crying, let them tears hit that petition. Okay, right? You don't have to be fake. Yeah, you don't have to be fake whatsoever, baby. But we got what we got out here. Baby, we got aloneness and we got celebration, okay? And the aloneness card fell on top of the Eight of Pentacles, okay? Again, the aloneness card fell on top of the Eight of Pentacles. Ashe, but I want y'all to see something. This stick right there, that ain't just no ordinary stick. You get what I'm saying? That's the stick. That's a stick of power. That's a scepter. You know, like especially for my people that practice Ifa. Y'all know all about the power sticks, right? That are made from tree branches and shit. That's exactly what that is. Okay, because you are the guiding light. Okay, you are the one. Grand rising love, how you doing? Okay, and you need to be alone right now, especially for my shamanic souls, right? My Tano tribe babies, who are, it don't matter what tribe you from, Ashe, but them indigenous souls, Ashe, that got stripped away from their people and reclassified as black, Ashe, take the energy as it resonates, okay? But we have to go ahead and have that alone time, right? Again, so that we can focus on skill mastery, so that we can focus again on mastering our gifts and on mastering self. Again, that recalibration, it just has to happen, right? And it can't just happen outwardly, right? With your actions and things like that. It has to, you got to recalibrate internally as well, right? So again, now everything is in alignment, right? And especially when you're working on your mind, right? When you're deprogramming to reprogram, you have to spend time alone, right? With some of the rituals, especially some of the shamanic rituals and things like that, they tell you to go into the darkness. And what is going into the darkness? Of course, we're not going into caves anymore, but some in some indigenous cultures, right, they still take their people into the caves and they lock their, well, not really lock their high priestesses in there because the high priestess wants to be in there, right? But they will go into the caves and they'll spend 5 to 7 days in darkness in solitude alone, right, with spirit, not eating, right? That's what fasting comes from and things like that, because when you fast you can hear more clearly, you can see more clearly, right? And baby, don't be drugged up, okay? And I say that being funny, but I'm so serious. And especially like if you're on mushrooms or something like that, baby, and you sitting in that darkness and you communing with spirit and you spending that time alone, like you're going to see some things, you're going to hear some things, Ashe. But spirit is telling you to go ahead and have that alone time. Pull away from the crowd, right? Allow your mind, your body, your soul, your will to recalibrate. Ashe. So again, you can not only manifest, right? But so you can live, Ashe, that life that is meant for you. Okay. And there's also going to be like a light bulb that goes off, right? And you're going to tap into that we are the world frequency, right? That we are one. We are one. Mm. No matter what people think, we are one. And it's so true. You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, religion and other things has, made us feel as though we are separate, right? That we shouldn't be whatever, okay? But truly, you guys, truly, we are one. And that's what I'm not going to get into the Baha'i faith because Shad and I be preaching, okay? But just knowing and understanding that, right? And tapping into the conscious, this is going to help you to tap more into the conscious universe as well, right? Because now you're just not thinking, okay, about one race or one religion or, or hey, it's not just me, but now you are more so operating from that collective consciousness, okay? And so again, in order to tap in, you got to align with it, period. Okay? Like even with our deities, Oshun, Isis, whatever deity you may want to work with, first you have to align with it. I don't give a fuck about what these people on Ifa telling you. Baby, if Oshun don't see you fit to work with you, she's not going to work with you. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Grand Rising, everybody telling me I look so pretty today. And I just like, thank y'all for seeing me. Thank you. Okay. But yeah. Okay. So you have to align with it in order for it to show up, in order for it to actually thrive, right? In order for you to get that piece of the pie you're looking for. Okay. So align with the energy of the conscious universe. Ashe, tap into the conscious universe, grow consciously. Ashe. And I said that joking, but I'm dead ass serious. Okay. But yeah, tap in, my babies, because I'm telling y'all, when you guys come out of that, when y'all come out of that space, right? When you guys have received the clarification, when you guys have, and again, please understand that learning don't stop, okay? Whether you are a master divinator, a master alchemist, whatever you feel like you master in, right? It does not stop. You always are a student of life. You understand what I'm saying? Me being a hoodoo baby, I'm always a student of hoodoo. Hey, if somebody knows something I don't know, baby, teach me, guide me, show me. You get what I'm saying? Like, because we all like, baby, we gotta grow, plain simple, short. Okay, but know that you guys are going to be celebrating yourselves. Ashe. For some of y'all gonna be celebrating your new houses. Okay, for some of y'all, you guys are going to be celebrating like new businesses or expanded businesses. Ashe. But for a lot of you guys, it's just going to be you enjoying life. Ashe, with your soul family, right? With those people that are here to help you grow. Okay, because please understand that the three of cups, right, which is what this card is, right, it's not just about, excuse me, those souls that's just like, yeah, hey, let's do it, these are also going to be souls that give you that constructive criticism as well, right? Like they see you, they're here to help you, they're here to guide you. I say, for some of you guys, like, they will be a soul guide, right? Y'all know our soul guides ain't just up there in the ethers, right? Sometimes they come as living, breathing beings. Ashe. So don't let your ego be like, oh, that bitch don't know what she's talking. And when I say that, I'm talking about your other people, okay? The people that's coming in to help you and things like that. Be a student. Be willing to learn, okay? Be willing to try new things, okay? Hell, be willing to be a new you or something like that. Look, we got the Empress out there. I'm telling you guys, for some of you guys, this is you celebrating you. Listen, I need something like mine. Baby, listen, I'm looking too. I just made a post yesterday on TikTok. I was like, Charlotte community, where y'all at? Where is my meditationers? Where is the people that like to do yoga? Because I'm having an event on the 31st, right? The 31st of this month. It's a Saturday. Okay, it's from 10. I put to 11:30, but we might go till 12. Y'all know I'm not only a spiritual guide, okay, but again, I am a guided meditation facilitator and I am a yoga instructor. So the event on the 31st, we'll be doing some yoga, we're going to be doing some guided meditation, and we will be creating vision boards, right? And I want y'all, and even hell, even if you don't come to the event, create a vision board, y'all. Again, write your life mission statement down. I tell y'all this all the time. Well, every time it comes to me anyway. Okay, because yes, you may know it, you may feel it, you may believe it, bitch, with all your heart. Okay, but it's something about seeing it every day that just activate, baby. It just does something to you. I don't look. I don't know about y'all, but it does something to me. Okay, bitch, it gets me going. Maybe like, what does that mean? I don't know, but it gets me going. Right? It gets me motherfucking going, baby. I read my life statement mission. I read my life mission statement every rising, right? And even on the days when I don't truly feel 100%, like right now we going through some family stuff, okay? But even when I don't feel like fucking, even on the days where I'm just like, maybe I just want to sleep in a little bit, baby, I read that life mission statement, I'll be like, oh bitch, we going to get it, bitch, we getting up, bitch, we about to do this, you know? So do that for yourselves, okay? But again, we will be making vision boards as well, okay? Yes, I'm going to have some light refreshments out there. So we're going to have some muffins, you know, some little blueberry muffins, cranberry muffins, you know, we'll have some scones. Yeah, that's what they call them, scones. We're going to have some tea, and we're going to have some orange juice, okay? And I may even bring my little plug in, you know, that I got from my candle making and stuff like that. I may even bring that so we can do some little eggs or something. Maybe some egg whites or some scrambled eggs with some cheese. But y'all gonna have a nice little meal for y'all. Baby, you stay showing up. I love you for it. Oh, thank you. Yesterday I didn't want to show up. I'm being honest with y'all. Yesterday I did not want to show up because y'all don't, everybody don't need to know, because everybody that's looking ain't looking with love and eyes. So I ain't gonna tell y'all what we going through right now. But I did not want to show up. And I didn't, not on live, right? But I did create this beautiful grounding meditation for us, y'all go check that shit out, okay? I put my heart in that hole. You know, I was up from 5:30 to 8:30, baby, writing down this meditation and getting it recorded for y'all, and getting it, you know, getting it how it needed, added the frequencies and all that stuff. So baby, go check it out, okay? But I'm telling you, that's what that life statement mission do for you. That's what them vision boards do for you. Okay, yes. Oh, thank you. You know what? I knew you had looked at it. When I see I knew you looked at it, because I just have certain people that's on here, whether I'm doing a live or whether I'm just posting, and I knew it was you. But yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have like refreshments out there, y'all. Come out, check out the event, okay? And another thing, y'all, don't be so hell bent on all of your friends and family supporting you, okay? Because remember what I said, baby, you the rebel. You understand what I'm saying? You're doing things that these people dream about, right? They just won't get off their ass and go do it, okay? So for a lot of them, that's why they always, I see, and they just be sitting around. And so you can't look for support, right, in these spaces where they don't even support themselves. Just to be, you know, all the way 100 with it, you know. They don't follow through on the things that they want and need and dream of. So when they see you following through, you understand what I'm saying? Whatever, however they may look to you, you know, maybe you're somebody to do nails, maybe you do hair, maybe you're a writer, maybe you're a singer, maybe, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, okay? Even if you're a content creator, right? They'll see your content, they'll see that shit, and they'll scroll right on past it. You want to know why? Because they want to do it, and they not doing it. So when they see you doing it, it triggers them, right? Now they're sitting in that, hey, how you doing? That got my booty. I love you, thank you for the join me thing. I seen it, I seen it. Okay, but so when they see you doing it, okay, it triggers them so bad. I'm like, it triggers them, okay, and they just be like, mm-mm, mm-mm. They don't give a damn that you're, that you're their friend, Right. That's why I say fuck a friend, baby. Bring me my soul family. You understand? Because my soul family, baby, they gonna like that video, and then it's going to inspire them to do something else that they want to do. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, fuck a friend. Bring me the soul family. You understand what I'm saying? Bring me my tribe. You know, and but that's another thing about that recalibration. You get what I'm saying? That's why Spirit told us to be patient. Ashe, because as we're growing, right, into these beautiful beings, as we are, growing into our Empress energy or into our Emperor energy, okay, like there's going to be mindset shifts that we have to have. There's going to be things that have to die off within us too, right? Even that nobody's going to support me energy, we got to let that got to die off. You get what I'm saying? We have to recalibrate the minds, recalibrate our thinking, so that again, when these souls come, we won't be like, oh, bitch, like, allowing ego to drive us to be like, no, baby. How long does my love spells last? So the love spells that I do, I about to say, bitch, I don't do no love spell. Not to call you a bitch. Well, that's just how I talk. Don't judge me. Judge me. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but so when it comes to my love spells, right? I don't do, you're just trying to get with that person type of love spell. You get what I'm saying? Or that love spell where he over here with this woman, but you want him, so you trying to get somebody to do. I don't do those love spells. Those love spells go completely against spiritual law. It don't matter what the fuck you practice, okay? Especially in hoodoo. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so the love spells that I do, baby, you got to be with that boo. You understand what I'm saying? And there's actually a soul contract that you got, like, y'all both have to agree to it. And it ain't no, okay, you just get on my line and say, yeah, he agreed to it. No, I gotta hear that man's voice. You understand what I'm saying? I was waiting for you to reply because I felt it coming. Yeah, I was like, then Spirit was like, girl, calm your ass down and answer the question like you need to answer it. Because I tell y'all, look, you listen, y'all know I tell y'all this all the time. Even though I'm, since since a teenager, right? I still have to get over my lower self and my ego sometimes too. You get what I'm saying? I still have to recalibrate. And like the other day, I went live and I actually deleted the live because I went live about like 10, 11, something, way past my time. And it was so many energies. And baby, I just flipped the fuck out. You get what I'm saying? I ain't really flip like how I could have flipped like Tiara from North Charlotte flip. You get what I'm saying? But I've, I was putting motherfuckers in their place. And then I was like, you know what? That is not teaching. Like some people, they just need teachable moments. You get what I'm saying? Grand Rising Love, how you doing? I see you say, but you are, but you probably won't see or hear his voice, but we are locked in. Okay, okay. Well, they last for eternity, bitch. Okay, no, but seriously, like, because the work that I do, it's not just, I don't just sit at the candles and burn candles for y'all. We have whole consultations, right? We do whole check-ins, okay? Like, what is that love life is now? Like, what is it like now? You get what I'm saying? What are some of your positive attributes and your negative attributes, right? Because sometimes we want to be like, well, this person ain't doing this, and this, and we forget that that person needs all of that too. You get what I'm saying? Especially us women. Baby, we we'll be like, oh, that man ain't doing this, and this, and it's like, okay, but what are you doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And listen, I'm telling y'all this from a place of knowing because, baby, in my 20s, you get what I'm saying? I was that girl. Okay, baby daddy, you ain't doing this, and this, right? And we actually had to spend some time together for us to come back together stronger, wiser, better. You get what I'm saying? And for me, it wasn't just for him to grow, right? It was for me to grow as well, right? As a woman, as a person, as a mother, all of these things. And I had to go through that dark night of the soul too to realize, damn, well, I've been placing all of this energy on him and telling him what he not doing, but there are certain things that I wasn't doing as well, right? But I was expecting that from him. Like I just had an aha moment the other day. You know, so every spell that you do lasts for a lifetime, as long as y'all doing the work. Yes, ma'am. As long as y'all doing the work. People will tell you, baby, I'm not your regular practitioner. Again, I am somebody that has done this for, for a very, very long time. Okay. Taught by the elders in my family, taught by the women in my family. And so it's not surface level hoodoo. You get what I'm saying? It's not surface level. It's very much so. Even with the money magic and things like that, what is your savings like? You get what I'm saying? Are you somebody that's just out here just spending money, spending money, spending money? Are you willing to start a 401k? Are you willing to start a savings plan? You get what I'm saying? Like, we actually do that, and I'm actually checking in with y'all. And now I will say this: some candles, right? Sometimes, especially when you're doing candle work and not a full blown ritual, right? And that's why I say y'all spend the money on the rituals. Make sure y'all get the rituals. But with the candle work, right? Sometimes you have to do a candle over and over again, and sometimes it takes several different candles, right? But you have to work them until you until you start to see the results. Now with my rituals, the rituals last for a very, very long time. Okay. My rituals are 88, the candles are 44. Okay. But the consultation itself is $50, right? Because that's when we dig into the nitty-gritty. I need to know it all. Don't hold back. You get what I'm saying? Tell me everything. If your spending habits are out of whack, like, you need to let me know that, right? Because for some people, and like, I just had a conversation with one of my clients about this the other day. Like, this nigga, every month he want to come to me for a money ritual, right? Because he see, but I'm like, and I had to tell him, I'm like, boy, what is you doing? What are you doing? Like, what kind of job you got? What are you bringing in? Like, because I know my work. You get what I'm saying? And I know you shouldn't be coming to me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hell, you shouldn't have to come to me more than motherfucking 4 times, honestly. And really, that's what anybody. Sound like I need to take some of your class. Yeah, baby, take the classes, baby. Okay. But even with my soul family, you get what I'm saying? Like, baby, ain't no class. You just ask me. You just ask me, and we just, because especially when it comes to my other healers, like, I am somebody that truly believes that all of the healers are supposed to work together. We're not supposed to be in that competitive competition type of energy. Like, that ain't what we do, especially when you talk about hoodoo, baby. That ain't what, baby. It was many different medicine women, many different hoodoo women. You get what I'm saying? And hell, sometimes they'll come together, after church, and they'll all, like, baby, put it in the pot. What we need for the community. You get what I'm saying? What we need for our people. That's what hoodoo is. You know? And so, yeah, but I was saying all that to say, you shouldn't have to go to a practitioner more than 4 times, truly. Okay. And I say 4 times again because sometimes it takes time. Sometimes your practitioner, like, maybe you left out something. You get what I'm saying? And so now your practitioner got to go back and rework that, you know? But when it comes to the rituals and things like that, like, once we get down to the nitty gritty, once we get down to that root cause, like, yeah, no. As long as you doing your work, you doing what I'm telling you to do, and I'm doing my work, then you're not gonna have to come to me. You're not gonna have to come to me no more, right? Because it's not just about doing, but it's about, that mindset as well. Sometimes we got to change the mindset. We got to change our actions. Just because you got money coming in don't mean you need to be spending it all the time. So yes, yes, yes. Okay. And you can inbox me, you can book on my website, completely up to you. I have this one lady, she just sends me the cash apps because she don't like going through the website. So that's an option for you guys. Okay. But again, you guys are growing, glowing. I want to get off of the rituals and back to the collective message, right? So, yeah, you guys are growing. You guys are going to be celebrating again. You coming into oneness. You coming into wholeness. I say, Again, you being that emperor, you being that empress, okay? Hi, how are you? We just had some cards fall in my lap. Okay, we got Spirit Throne. Ashe, one of your ancestors. Okay, for some of you guys, this is a grandpa, a great grandpa that's coming through right now. Okay, and that spirit chair don't come out all the time. Okay, so this your grandpa coming through. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting the other cards. We got service, innocent, and love out here. I think that is so beautiful, right? That and these are my ancestors. This is one of my ancestral decks. So let's get started. Ancestors come through. Give me a second, y'all. Okay. So this is the ancestor coming through. I'm telling you guys are supposed to be of service. Okay, for some of you guys, I am speaking to my healers. Okay, I am speaking to my shamans. I am speaking to my medicine women. Okay, for some of you guys, y'all heal with your voice. Some of you guys could be therapists in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay, you ain't actually got to have a degree and be sitting there talking to people on the couch. Like, this is just what you innately do. Okay, and yeah, we got innocent out there, baby. They think you are the sweetest little soul. They still envision you as their baby. We just had a card come out. Yeah, look, the Two of Cups. Okay, this is your ancestors pouring into you. Your ancestors, one of your ancestors sees you as them. Ashe. And you are more in alignment with that ancestor. I'm hearing with your grandmother. Okay, with that matriarchal woman in your family. This is giving big mama energy. I'm getting chills right now. Okay, like the hairs on my arms are standing up. Okay, shit. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes I be about to cry, y'all. Don't mind me, okay? Shit just be getting real in the field sometimes, and I'm very emotional. I like to go, but I'm very emotional. Okay, but you guys are very much so in alignment, more in alignment with that matriarchal energy in your family now. Okay, for some of you guys, this ain't a grandmother but a great great grandmother. Okay, again, that big mama energy, the energy that again took care of the family, took care of the planet, took care of Gaia. Ashe. If y'all see me looking off, I ain't looking at y'all, I'm looking at something else. Okay, but yeah, you guys have tapped into her frequency. She sees you. She acknowledges you, Ashe, and she's here to help you. She wants to pour into you. She wants to give you all of her gifts, all of her wisdom, all of her knowledge. And she's saying this because you're going to do amazing things with it. Ashe, she wants to give you that fire. Ashe, I set fire to rain. Watch it burn as I dun, 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 your name. I sometimes I be having musical conference mention. I just got to get it out. Okay. But give me more. Give me more. Yeah, the service. You guys being able to service has again brought you into alignment with her, Ashe. And because of this, this is why again, like baby, this the universe pouring into you, you pouring into others. That reciprocity here, spirit is telling you continue to walk your path, baby. I'm telling you, because the reciprocity, the confirmations that y'all are about to start receiving is so crazy. She wants you to know that she loves you. For some of y'all could have like, I don't be wanting to call people Chinese, but what do you call it, Vietnamese? Do you call the Chinese people Vietnamese? I don't know. I think that was my man. I want to ask him if so, but I don't think he coming in. I think he was coming out. He know. Look, that Taurus there, that man know. Okay, that's my baby. But anyways, for some of you guys, like I told you guys, a lot of y'all be thinking you black on black on black on black. Oriental. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Okay. Um, some of y'all be thinking that you black, right? Like for the longest, I was like, bitch, I'm black on black on black on black. I'm black, 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 black. Okay, and it's only like 5% black. Okay, But like seriously, a lot of you guys are from very indigenous cultures. A lot of you guys have like, and see, and when I was younger, people used to tell me, and that's the crazy part about it, they'd be like, your eyes make you look like you Chinese or something, baby, especially when I be hot. Okay, and I don't smoke no more, y'all, and so don't. It's actually been, I stopped smoking on what, the 30th of December. Check me out, bitch. You would have never, a couple years ago, baby, you couldn't have, baby, stop smoking. What? Oh, that is my lifeline, okay? But I was trapped in survival mode. You get what I'm saying? And it wasn't until I elevated and I just, and I became more of that high empress, that high priestess energy. And I started to say, bitch, I don't need a blunt. I can breathe through that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and really, because that's what we be thinking. We be thinking it's a weed, but it's really the breath work that we're doing. Thank you. I'm baby. Look, it took time, energy, effort. Okay, and let me tell y'all this. I started manifesting not smoking like 2 3 years ago, and that's why I tell you guys sometimes it takes, especially when it comes to those significant life changes. Sometimes it takes 2 years. Okay, sometimes it take a year, 2 years. Okay, sometimes it can take longer. Okay, but remember, we have to recalibrate to that energy. You get what I'm saying? So even though I was writing down on paper, I want to stop smoking. I gotta stop smoking. I don't need smoking. Da, 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 da. You know, my mind had to recalibrate to that energy, and I had to deprogram and reprogram all over again. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do my puzzle, right? And so for a long time, I was smoking. I was saying, bitch, you gotta stop smoking. You gotta stop smoking. This isn't of you. This isn't of the Most High, bitch. Okay, because I'm like, you just be doing shit, like, and I'm telling y'all the process, right? I'm like, girl, you don't even want to smoke this shit no more. Like, why are you doing this? Now you're just wasting money, right? And then it was a point in time. Then I had to go through that time and that energy where I would be driving to go get the weed, and in my head, I'd be like, "Girl, you don't need that. Turn around. Like, what are you doing? Turn around." But me was like, "No, bitch, we gonna go get this. We done already called the weed man. You get what I'm saying? We already on the way. We going to get it, And then be feeling bad as I'm smoking a blunt. You get what I'm saying? Like, fucking crazy, right? And then I had to go through the stage where I was like smoking, and then I'd be saying, my higher self be like, girl, but you don't even need this. Now you're just doing it. You're just doing it just to be doing it. Like, why are you doing this? And then I would throw half the blunt away. Hit it a couple times. And then my higher self would just be so much in my mind that I just throw it away. I had to go through that stage. And then eventually I went to the stage where I was just like, and now I'm screaming at myself and I'm telling myself, girl, no, you do not need the weed. No, you don't need it. And that started to happen on the 30th, right? I started to tell myself, like, and I had to follow through on my actions. And yeah, it was hard the first couple times. I was walking out in the garage and I had to come back in, come back in the house. Like, no, you don't need that. So just know that sometimes it's a process. A lot of times it's a process, especially again when we are looking for those big life changes. We can't expect them to happen overnight. I had the same awakening. Yay! High five, girl. Boom. And once you started, like, and let me tell y'all, okay, because I'd be lying if I said I stopped and I ain't try again. Because I did try again, bitch, 2 3 days later. But when I smoked the blunt, right, and this was 2 3 days later after I said that I was done and I was yelling at myself and stuff like that, I hit the blunt. And the way that it made me feel, I did not like it. And I was like, why was I even smoking to begin with? Like, I don't like that it makes me feel like I don't want to do shit. I don't like the way that it makes me look when I'm high. Like, I don't like that. Like, I don't like the way that it makes me smell. Like, and so that was just like, that was the end all be all right there. Cause I'm like, bitch, you really don't like this shit. Like, and then I started to have those thoughts like, why did I even begin smoking in the first place? Right? Like, and then it became how did I even think that I enjoyed this feeling, that I enjoyed the way, like, why? How did I, And so, yeah, but, and then you start to realize, hey, I really don't need that. And you get so much stuff done. I know me, right? First and foremost, I'm a Capricorn, and I mean, bitch, I'm Shantaria. You get what I'm saying? So, even though I was getting things done, you get what I'm saying? Because that's just me, I realized that I could get so much more done not smoking, right? Not having that energy on me, right? That's red dragon blood for my baby that was wondering. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, but yeah, spirit is feeding you, baby. Spirit is pouring into you, right? Like wholeheartedly, right? And spirit, I mean, spirit loves the fuck out of you. Okay, but spirit wants you to love yourself. Know thyself to love thyself. Know thyself, tap into thyself. Ashe. But baby, your ancestors love the fuck out of you. They, baby, you are their baby. Look, and y'all think when I be on here, be like, my babies, my babies. I mean, that's how I talk. You get what I'm saying? But because y'all my spiritual babies, look, we got the creator out there. I'm trying to tell y'all, baby, tapped in with the most high. Tapped in with source energy. You are. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you aren't, okay? And I love how that sacral chakra is just like, ooh, like I'm telling y'all, the creative energy, that sacral chakra is on fire right now. Okay? Go out here and create, okay? Go out here and create. And no, I ain't talking about creating no babies. Okay, I'm talking about creating your dreams. Ashe, making your dreams your reality. Go out here, walk your path. Okay, because I'm telling you, go out here, be happy. Alrighty, go out here and live the life that was meant for you. Don't allow anybody to tell you what you can't do, what you shouldn't be doing. Don't allow them to try to trick you up out your spot, right? Just how these people be on here. Oh, you're a tarot demon, bitch. I love it. Call me more. What else you got for me? You get what I'm saying? Because these people were really trying to make you feel like what you're doing sometimes like it ain't good enough, sometimes like you shouldn't be doing it. You get what I'm saying? But that's why spirits say know thyself. What they say, hold on. Stay true to you. Know your heart. Know what you are sacrificing for. Okay? Again, know your heart. Because people will be out here. Oh, she don't do this. He don't do this. He like this for real. She like this for real. People are fickle. People gonna talk. People gonna say whatever the fuck come up off their mind. Okay? Most of the time they just be projecting. Hell, all the time they be projecting. Okay? And when you ain't doing nothing, you ain't got nothing but time to project. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So don't pay them people no mind, right? Them people they just sitting on the couch all day, every day, not doing shit. Don't pay them no mind. Okay. They could never be you, could never see you. Okay, look at that. The Ace of Cups just came out of there. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to pick up one card, but I picked up two. Okay, the Rebel and the Ace of Cups is out here. Okay, continue to be different, continue to be unique. Okay, continue to let your freak flag fly, baby. Okay, we're weirdos and we love it. I say, but I'm telling y'all, the Most High sees everything that you are doing. Okay, the Most High see everything that you're doing. Your ancestors, your angels, your spirit team, baby, they see you and they're blessing you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your cup will overpour, it will overfill. You understand what I'm saying? Justice will be served. I'm seeing Archangel Gabriel up there blowing that motherfucking trumpet. He say it's time. It's time. Like Mariah Carey said. I love it here. You love it here. I love it here. I love being with you, sis. Okay. But seriously, okay, they see what you're doing and they're just like they're ready to give. Okay. All of the okay, first and foremost, them emotions for some of y'all gonna be crying from gratitude, right? Just baby, cry me a river. I'm looking at the water up under it. Okay, but yes, you're gonna be crying because of all the opportunities, all of the success, all of the all of the energy just coming your way. This is just energy being poured into you. Okay? Like you guys are going to be soaring completely, right? The emotional outbreaks that you guys will be having as well, the emotional clarity that you guys will be receiving, all of the like listen, it's all coming for you. It's all yours, okay? And spirit is leading me back to the service and adventure card, right? One of the things that we preach about, teach about, if you will, in the Baha'i faith is being of service to humanity, right? What can I do for my fellow brothers and sisters today? What can I do today to make the world a better place? Ashe, and that's one thing I love about my Baha'i faith, my Baha'i family, right? Because they just don't talk about it, right? They're really out here doing the community work. They're really out here building, apartment conflict complexes for low income families and things like that. Like they're really doing and being of service to humanity in whatever way that they can, right? No matter how many people try to come to them and be like, but Jesus is the only way, right? They be like, no, there were many, many, many apostles. There were many ascended masters that came and taught. There was a Muhammad, Gandhi, I'm sorry, Buddha, like so many prophets that spoke, right? That were tapped in with the creator, Ashe. And so, yeah, being of service in whatever way you see fit, however you see fit, right? That is going to, again, just open, the world is going to open up for you, right? The adventures, the good times, the happiness. Like I'm seeing somebody skipping down the path, like your inner child. Everything that you do will be blessed, right? Your path will be blessed. Okay, your words will be blessed. We got the 9 of Wands out here. Okay, get ready for the battle. Get ready to fight for yourself. Okay, because it's not given again like people coming in. Like, yeah, we know that those energies are going to come in and try to knock us off our course. We know this, right? But we're steadfast in our ways. Ashe, we're steadfast in everything that we do, period, point blank. You get what I'm saying? But this is about the internal battle, more so, Spirit is saying. Okay, because you can have all of these opportunities, all of these new adventures out here just waiting for you. But unless you're really ready, or unless you're really willing to step out there and walk that path, then they're just going to be waiting for you. You get what I'm saying? Again, you have to align with it and you got to walk that walk. You got to talk that talk. You get what I'm saying? So this is giving the internal battle. Okay, again, the deprogramming to reprogram. Okay, telling yourself that you can do it, right? Instead of thinking about everybody that's not um you know supporting you or whatever. I was about to say not important to you. I had to stop. Okay, so those people shouldn't be important to you, right? Again, shine the light, shine the energy, guide the energy where it needs to go, right? Instead of thinking about the people that don't support you, find the people that will. Okay, find your soul tribe, find your soul family. Tell yourself, yeah, these people might not support me, but I got 10,000 motherfuckers over there that do. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, just focusing on the internal again, and resting as well. Okay, because they're leading me back to the Four of Swords when we're speaking about that. Okay, so making sure that you guys give yourself again the proper rest. Okay, the proper rest, and we're not just speaking about like in the realm sleep, but just spiritually as well, knowing when to pull back. Okay, knowing when to give. Okay, knowing when to speak to certain people, knowing, hey, they not there yet, they don't get it, whatever, and just going with the flow. Okay, we got the Emperor out there. I told you guys. I mean, I had already said the Emperor was gonna come. Okay, for my masculine, my femmes. Okay, but this is divine yin and yang energy, right? Divine masculine, divine feminine, right? You guys are very much so in alignment, right, with the masculine and feminine. Everything is working in conundrum for you. Okay, period, point blank. Okay, so again, your creative juices, your creative energy, your intuition, right, that nurturing energy is rising right within you. Okay, and so remember, not only do we give these qualities and these beautiful versions of ourselves to everybody, right? But most importantly to self. Okay, so making sure that you're nurturing yourself, making sure that you are being creative and tapping into that creative flow, into that sacral chakra, right? And then again, but also being very smart about the decisions that you're making. Okay, being smart about the people that you are, giving energy to, helping, allowing to help you. Again, making sure that it is all in alignment with your highest and greatest good, with your highest and greatest destiny, if you will. Okay. Destiny fulfilled, bitch. North Node energy. That's where you guys are. Give me more. Look, baby child. Look down. And you know what's crazy? When I picked up the Emperor card, I thought the Emperor card was the Chariot card, but I looked down and bam, baby, here she is. Okay, the Chariot card. You guys are on your way fast. Okay, you guys are on your way fast. Okay, again, the Chariot card speaks about that balance. Okay, but she also speaks about you guys making that imprint. Okay, you guys are going to be doing very great works, very good deeds. You got the Empress out here again that just fell out on the floor. Okay, again, this is you just being in harmony. Ashe, you guys are very much so full of potential, and your gifts are going to provide you with so much physical comfort, material comfort, like the bitch everything. Okay, and you guys are healing. You guys are doing the great works. I'm telling you, spirit just keeps leading me back to the adventure card, back to the 10 of Cups card. Get ready to enjoy life. Okay, but again, remember to take your time, cross all your T's, dot all of your I's. Okay, because sometimes when we find our flow, right, sometimes when we find our flow, right, baby, we just be going, we be going, and spirit wants you to slow down again, to pull back, to take your time, to make sure that you are seeing things for what it is. Ashe, not allowing ego to drive you into doing something so quickly that you miss a couple steps, right, or that you're just like, fuck that don't matter, right. It all matters. Okay, again, take your time in order to recalibrate as well, right? That mind, will, body alignment, okay? Making sure that everything is in alignment, okay? And when we say everything, again, not just speaking affirmations and things like that, but truly deprogramming, reprogramming, and really living like that, right? Because it's one thing to say, yeah, I know that everybody supports me, but it's another thing to live like everybody supports you. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be it. Well, first, before we go, we are being led back to the 8 of Pentacles again, taking your time out to master self, to master those skills, and always being a student in life in whatever it is that you're doing, my babies. Okay, know that you're never too old to learn something new. Okay, you're never too old to find a better way of doing things. You're never too old to be a fucking student. Okay, for some of y'all, you're never too old to go back to school. Okay, this is actually somebody going to school and learning some things. Okay, but just always be open, always be willing. Okay, and go out here and thrive. Okay, you guys are growing. Okay, essentially, there's a lot of people that talk about growing, but they just be talking about it. Okay, spirit wants you guys to know that you are truly doing the work, you are truly healing, you are truly growing. Okay, and they want you to acknowledge that, because sometimes we think that we're supposed to get like large loud confirmations, right? Like, okay, I did this, now I'm supposed to, this is supposed to come to me, right? That loud confirmation or that loud download is just supposed to hit you, right? But no. Okay, you'll start to realize you're healing in the little subtle ways, right? Maybe you don't react a certain way, right? Maybe you don't cuss somebody out today, right? Because you understand that they're stupid. No, I'm just playing. Woo, really they do it, okay? But no, they're not stupid. But realizing that people come into their own understanding when it is meant for them to come into their own understanding. I know that was gonna get y'all going. Okay, but no, for real. Sometimes we just gotta tell them, bitch, they don't understand, bitch, they dumb. Okay, in order for you to just leave that shit alone. Okay, but yeah, to understand that everybody comes into their own understanding when it is meant for them, right? Otherwise you just talking to a blank canvas, to a brick wall. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell somebody, just for example, right, you can't tell somebody that believe in Jesus, and Jesus is the only way for them, right? You can't be like, well, What about Baha'u'llah? Right? What about, yeah? What about Allah? Because these motherfuckers so dumb, right? They don't understand that Allah is God. Allah means God, right? So they'll be like, fuck Allah. Jesus is the only way, right? And you be like, ah. Right? And so, yeah, we just have to accept things for what they is when it comes to those type of energies, right? So yeah, y'all go out here, thrive, okay, be abundant, continue to grow, always be looking to grow, you know, always be looking to find that balance, to find that peace within self. It ain't about nobody else, okay? Like, I know sometimes we get into this, okay, but we go finish your homework. Listen, I got yoga homework to do too. Okay, I gotta finish this paper. I got 1,000 word paper that I need to finish, and I'm really trying not to use Chat GPT. I'm really trying not to, but my yoga instructor is just so bland with her instructions. I'm like, I need to message her today and be like, listen, are we talking about yoga or are we talking about this damn book? Because I need to know. See, as a Capricorn, I need everything like kind of like laid out for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, give it to me how you want me to do it. Because if you just say, okay, we just supposed to be working on, we just supposed to be writing about yoga and what yoga means for you, then baby, that's what I'm going to give you. Okay. But then you tell me, well, we're writing about the book. So now you got me confused, bitch. Okay. Because I need one or the other. Are we speaking about what yoga and what yoga does for us? Or are we speaking about what this book done taught us? Okay, because for me those are two different concepts. You get what I'm saying? And again, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very much so, give it to me how you want me to give it to you now. Yeah, we gotta plan it out. Yeah, that part. Come correct with the directions. That's why I quit. That's why I left my other job, because I'm like, listen, bitch, you ain't got your shit together. I don't care how much you paying me. You ain't got your shit together. And I will not be a part of mess. Okay? Because that's one thing about a Capricorn, but we ain't going to be a part of no bullshit. You understand? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dominic. Yeah, that part, we really do better doing it all by ourselves. And that's why I asked her one day, I'm like, listen, do you just want to give me a list? Just map it all out for me, baby, because I can get it done quicker, faster, better, right? And I know sometimes y'all be like, but she about, no. Let me tell you something about them Sagittarius. Them Sagittarius are very ego driven, honey. Very ego based, baby. You can know more than them, and you can do their job better than them, but their ego will not allow them to take a back seat and allow somebody else that they know can do better than them doing this. You get what I'm saying? But that's the story for a whole nother day. Okay. But yeah, have fun doing your homework, booby. This is what I'm here laughing like, hell no, we humbly know. Yeah, we do. Like, but and see, a lot of people like to think like that Capricorns are just so mean or just like money, like Mr. Krabs. No, but we'll help other people get money too. But y'all just got to do it right. Do that shit right, okay? Cause it, okay. But anyways, y'all, let's go ahead. Look, we got the world card out here, okay, and the page of wands out here, okay. I was really about to, I was about to end the live, but bitch, look, we got the strength card out here, and we got the six of swords out here, okay, baby, and the page of pentacles. I'm telling you guys, like, baby, it don't get no motherfucking better. Whose world is this? Okay, the world is yours, bitch. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, and success is inevitable, right? The come up is inevitable for you, okay? Because you guys are very strong, but not only because you guys are strong, it's because you guys are willing. It's because you guys are gentle. Okay, it's because you guys are patient. Okay, please understand that it wasn't ego alone that just led her to walk beside that lion. You get what I'm saying? It takes a gentle soul. Cause first, baby, you gotta align with that lion. Okay, because but you can't just walk up to a lion and be like, yeah, bitch, I'm about to walk beside you. Let's go. No, You have to you have to nurture it, you have to care for it, and that's why it's a woman and not a man. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? That's why it is a woman and not a man. Okay, because that woman is very intuitive, she's very gentle, she's very kind, she's going to walk from a place of understanding before anything. And truly, that's why a lot of times it takes women more time to leave a man that's cheating on them than it does for a man. Once you cheat on a man, they be like, oh bitch, you you done for, unless they just like there for a place to stay. Yeah, just give it to y'all, bro. Okay, but when it comes to a woman, right, we'll seek understanding first. Well, why are you cheating on me? Is it my fault? We search for that understanding, and then, baby, if it don't make no sense, and sometimes women will even try to make it make sense, even though it don't make no sense at all, right? It's just in our nature, right? um and because child, but the intuitive look, we already be fucking knowing, but some of us, we just like, just baby, we gotta fall and hit our motherfucking head, right? It just got to knock us the fuck out before we just be like, enough, ho. Okay, but anyways, I'm rambling. Let me stay on the collective message, okay? But this is gentle force more than just that force. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 + 1 = 5. And trying to make but one, you know. So yeah, it takes that gentle force, and again, it's the little things that you do, okay? Because remember, like, she wasn't, even though she was doing it from a nurturing, from a gentle type of perspective, it took the little steps, right? She had to take little steps before she could finally stand beside that lion, right? And walk with that lion. It was the little things that she did every day that built that strength, that built that character, and that built that relationship. Ashe. Okay. But again, like, new energy, Page of Wands, new page, new book, new chapter, right? Where's that other page I seen? Okay. Yeah, there they go. There you go. Right there with Oshun, right there with that peacock. Have you guys ever seen an albino peacock? I seen an albino peacock. She was all white, very, very beautiful. I went to Tiger's World. It's Tiger World. It's by Charlotte, but it's not like in Charlotte. But I took my kids there. We seen an albino peacock, and it was so beautiful. Seeing them in person is crazy. But y'all, look, the peacocks chase my daughter. They chase my daughter. And, I mean, y'all know she's 11 now, right? But this is like years ago. She had to be like 5, 6 years old. And the peacocks were chasing her, and they were squawking and shit. And in my head, I'm like, they about to fuck her up. But I was laughing so hard, y'all. And that's why I was like, you know what? I had to sit back and say, bitch, your daughter almost got attacked by a peacock, and you sitting there laughing. I'm talking about, y'all. I was laughing so hard, I was like bent over laughing, y'all. Like, the peacock could have got my baby. Granted, if the peacock would have got my baby, I would have grabbed that motherfucking peacock by his tail and swung that motherfucker, But y'all, I was laughing so hard, and at that moment, I was like, "Is mothering for me?" Because what if my daughter is? Like, what if my daughter is in a situation and I can't stop myself from fucking laughing? Like, but I think it was just her little legs at the time, her little feet, and then the peacock and the noise it was making. I'm like, girl, he sound like he's calling his tribe. Like, they about to come get you, you know. And but we were trying to get a picture with it, right? And at first she was chasing it, right? She was chasing the peacock. And then I guess the peacock was like, "Bitch, I'm a peacock." And like turned around and started chasing her. It was so funny. And y'all, I was fucking rolling. And so then I was like, "Zai, get close to it," because eventually it stopped, right? So I'm like, "Get close to it." And she's like, "I don't know." So the peacock all the way over here, and then she just got her head like that. I'm gonna share the picture in my story so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But it was the best day, the funniest day. But that, like, I was like, girl, you need to get your shit together, because if your child is ever in a situation, you need to be able to just jump into action, right? So but yeah, the Page of Pentacles is there. Like, you guys, very vibrant energy, very youthful energy, very much so that energy that's like, yeah, let's get it, let's go. And that's another reason why Spirit is telling you to make sure that you guys are taking your time, okay? Hold on, y'all. Okay. My tablet only got 1%, so I'm going to end it on YouTube. I love y'all so very much. We're going to finish it on TikTok. Y'all be easy, be blessed, be love, be grace. Don't take no bullshit. Ashe. Peace out.